welcome to Tomorrow Again. Hopefully you like this video. I'm kind of banking that you will like it, or at least be somewhat informed or even entertained. I'm on my way to an investigation. I hardly ever go to an investigation by myself, but this time I really don't have any choice because there's no one available to go with me, and I want to follow through with this. I'm a little apprehensive in the sense that I was at the cemetery when I received the, for lack of a better word, the calling to connect. And I have to put a disclaimer out here. I've got to tell you, I don't believe that dead people communicate with us. I don't believe the traditional way of communication is how it works. I have a theory that I've been sort of working on for years, and one of these days I'm going to share it with you, but I don't want to just put any kind of information out here, but I do have a theory of how it works. And it's not that someone that has passed away and has been sort of laid to rest is able to walk around and communicate. I mean, to each his own. If that's what you believe, then I'm not trying to convince or conform anyone. But I always have to put this disclaimer out here because people get the wrong impression. Yes, I am going to the cemetery. Yes, I got a sort of call to action. Yes, I'm going to investigate. I'm in the wrong lane, but it's a good thing most of the people who are going in this direction aren't in that other lane. They're usually in the lane that I'm in now. So I've got to figure out how to get over there. I know I can do it, because that lane leads to the cemetery, and most people that are coming this way aren't going to the cemetery. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, they're driving kind of slow. Now we're entering the cemetery. See by the signs there. And sometimes when I enter the cemetery, I get vibes. And like I said, I don't normally come out here by myself, but I just want to see this through. I think I'll turn here. This young woman, I can't remember the year she died, but it's been a while, and she died of a drug overdose. And not to be overly graphic, but her dogs ate her remains because they were starving, they were hungry, and after she died, and then eventually I believe they died. But she had been in the house, I think, a while, and her body had began to decompose. Now I'm trying to find her. There's so many. Little squirrel, move out of my way. Oh. And I almost decided not to do this video because I saw on her headstone that she has a surviving parent. Looks like it might be her mother. And I didn't want to hurt anyone or say anything out of the way that might disrupt someone's grief process. I mean, this is her child. But this is a story I feel like needs to be told. So I'm going to tell a part of it. I'll take this off here. I'm going to turn my camera around this way. And right now I can't see her headstone, but I know it's out here because I was just out here the other day for a whole nother reason. And she got my attention and wanted me to tell her story. Now, I'm not, or she wanted me to listen. She wanted me to listen to something. Now, I'm not going to bring the ghost detector thing. I'm not bringing that. I'm not bringing anything fancy. I'm just going to see what vibrations I get off from where she's buried. If it's extra windy, you guys, you have to forgive me for that because there's not a whole lot I can do about that right now. Look at the squirrels running around. I see her right here. And sometimes it can feel like there's lots of energy beckoning my attention. But this young lady right here, her name was Amber K. Strode. It looks like both of her parents are still alive. This is where she's buried. And there's a message. There's something that I'm supposed to understand or hear. My purpose for being out here today is to connect with Amber Strode. And then once we've made the connection out here, I'm going to go about my business and not follow me. No entities. I don't invite any entities to follow me. Amber, I did some research after I came out here and I saw what happened to you, and I know that you know what happened. Now you're showing me images or something in your Quay fold is showing me, I feel like it's a blue stuffed animal. It feels like it's something that was connected to you. And then I'm sensing someone having a hard emotional time. And I'm assuming that was you, my dear. There's lots of noise around this cemetery and it's hard to hear anything. But Amber, if there's anything that you want me to hear or pick up with this video, just go ahead and let your Quay fold speak to you. Or speak for you, I'm sorry. The day is remembered and quietly kept. No words are needed, we shall never forget. For those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. Unseen and unheard, but always near. So loved, so missed, and so very dear. Amber, do you have a brother? I feel like there's a male relative that's having a hard time right now. Did you want to leave a message for him? The wind's starting to pick up. I don't know if I can even catch it on this recording device. Or not to be super extra recording device, but on my cell phone. I don't know if I'm able to pick up what you're saying. But I'm going to be silent and see if I can pick up a message or something that you want anyone to know. Bye, Amber. Rest in peace, darling. And sometimes that's it. Most of the time, that's it. I come out and try to spend a few minutes and see if there's any kind of message I can get, or maybe even relay. Sometimes that's enough. I'm going to my car alone. That's my intention. I'm going to edit this video, and sometimes in the editing I'll pick up EVPs and sometimes not. But I had promised myself that I would come back out here and spend a few moments with Amber and see if there's anything that I could pick up. You gotta excuse me, I'm out of breath. And all I did was just walk from over there to my car. But as I said, it's really windy, and this is Oak Ridge Cemetery in Springfield, Illinois. It's mostly known for Abraham Lincoln is buried here. And I think a few previous governors of Illinois are buried out here. Famous architect is buried here, I believe. But it's just a gentle cemetery with very low vibrational energy. It's not scary at all. I just know when you do what I'm doing, it's probably best to do it with a couple people rather than by yourself. For obvious reasons, not because the cemetery is scary. It's not scary at all. So I'm going to play back the video. I'm going to listen to it while I'm out here, play it back, and if I capture anything, I'm going to attach it to this video. Okay, I'm still at the cemetery, and I just looked at the video, and throughout, the wind was picking up so heavy it was hard to hear, but there were several points that I thought I could hear something. I even thought I heard her say that she was scared, and I don't know, I might have to do a follow-up, come back out at another time and spend a little bit more time, but see if you can hear anything past the wind, because sometimes when you're picking up an EVP, it's a whisper, but it's a loud whisper, and that can be lost in the sound of the wind. So see if you can pick up something and let me know. So as I mentioned before, Amber Strode, at first they didn't know how she died. They just at first assumed that her animals had mauled her to death, but that wasn't the case. She died of a drug overdose, and her animals mauled her remains. Apparently she had been dead a few days. I haven't done a whole lot of research, but that's the little bit that I've picked up on it. And once again, if I still feel the need to come out here and connect with Amber again, I will, and I'll let you guys know. Amber Strode, rest in peace. And my condolences still go out to the family, her loved ones, and I know what that feels like to lose a child. I didn't lose my child in that fashion, but nevertheless, I lost him. So I understand that hurt and wanting to know answers, even when there are answers. In the case of my own child, he had Duchenne muscular dystrophy. and he had just turned 20 years old. It's a subject that I stay away from personally because it's still hurtful. It's been 13 years since I lost my son. And a part of the reason I do what I do is because I know what that feels like. And I know that there can be some communication. Although with my son, in case you guys wonder, I've had no direct communication with him after he passed. For whatever reasons, it never happened. Nor did I seek to have any answers, nor did I seek to have any communication, although other family members have had communication. He's still with us in so many ways. And this video doesn't lend enough time for me to break that down, but I'm sure those of you who have lost loved ones, especially a child or a parent, I know that you know what I mean. So part of what fuels me to do what I do, to continue to do this, to continue to investigate, I don't do it for jump scares and that sort of thing. My sole motivation is to get an understanding, to learn, get an understanding, and hopefully people can gain even more peace from that. And I'm not trying to convert anyone to think the way I think. I'm only sharing information. And if this isn't your thing, then just move on to something else. But it is definitely my thing, because I have learned over time that this is very real. It's just science hasn't caught up with it yet. I am sending you guys the best wishes I possibly can. I'm sending you love and light, and I'm also hoping and wanting the best for everyone. This is Tomorrow Again. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'm Tomorrow Again 1111. On TikTok, I'm Tomorrow Again. I don't think there's any numbers. There may be. Yeah, I think TikTok, I'm Tomorrow Again 1111. So join me there. Got some interesting things going on. I'm hoping and trying to get myself in a position to where this summer I can get out and about more, especially in finding or helping to find missing people, missing children. That's something that I really, really want. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that, but that's the number one reason for this channel, to build up my intuition, to share tips and things like that, to help others to build their intuition. And the number one thing to start, if you ever want to dabble into this type of occult, always state and know your intention. That's super, super important. That's step one. Know your intention, state your intention, and stay within that, and you should be okay. Oh, I wanted to add something else. A friend of mine sent me some pictures of these lights that were in her yard. That's going to be the next video I'm going to share with you guys. It's interesting. I've got pictures that she sent me, and I want to share that with my subscribers. That's my next video. This is Tomorrow Again, sending you love and light. Share this video if you feel the need to share it. Wishing you the best of the best. Thanks.